and Big Yellow Taxi, among others. Ray.
It was Joni Mitchell.
Correct.
After a 13-game winning streak, Jeopardy super champ Ray Lalonde is back on Canadian soil. We chatted with him today about his experience on the show, his proud moments, and the question that stumped him the most.
They called me up and was like, "Can you come down to Los Angeles in 6 weeks?" And sure I can. You know, it's happening really fast, and that time goes by like that, and then all of a sudden, you're down in Los Angeles.
And what's your thoughts when you win your first game?
Oh boy, that just happened. It happened so fast. You know, because it's so intense, and you just have question after question just coming at you one after the other, and then so the time flies by, and all of a sudden, Final Jeopardy happens, and then I saw the question, and I thought, okay, yeah, I got this. Back to hair and makeup and wardrobe. You need to get ready for the next show.
Little did he know he would be doing this 13 more times before losing on the 14th episode, winning close to $400,000 US. The 60-year-old is a Toronto-based scenic artist. He builds and paints sets for TV and film. He was born and raised in Thunder Bay, Ontario, and says he was a big fan of Jeopardy growing up.
It was always kind of a family tradition. We'd watch Jeopardy 7:30 after dinner every night with my parents, and this is going back to the 1970s.
Last year, another Canadian 24-year-old Batia Roach stole the show with a 23-game winning streak.
I'm a big fan of hers. I watched her games, and I know she's going back to the Masters tournament. She's one of the Jeopardy champions they're inviting back, so it'll be very nice to watch her again.
Just to get a sense of how knowledgeable Lalonde is in real life, we had a little Jeopardy session of our own with questions I found on the Jeopardy website. Cue Jeopardy music.
An excuse for betraying your government.
Treason reason.
Colorful terms. It's a colorful term for a misleading clue in a murder mystery.
Red herring.
3-word Prince title that follows "Why do we scream at each other?" This is what it sounds like.
When doves cry.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's probably the only one I knew. And I'll give you one more.
Okay.
Sculpture. Michelangelo's Pietà features 2 figures.
The Virgin Mary and Jesus.
Yes, you got it. Ding, 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 ding.
Ding, 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 ding.
It's obvious he's a champ, but there was a moment in the game where he says he was stumped.
There was a question about Gilbert and Sullivan, HMS Pinafore. I grew up watching this with my family. My uncle was actually part of a light opera society, and we saw those shows growing up all the time. I know that show like the back of my hand. I could sing it, right? And the question came up, and I knew the answer, and it wouldn't leave my head and get into my mouth. And so, of course, my family's like, how could you not get that?
For the Lalonde fans out there, not to worry, his time on Jeopardy is not over. He's scheduled to make another appearance at the Tournament of Champions. For City News, I'm Stella Acquisto.